Yo, Super Fun Force, what up? Today we're back with b-191, and this is super exciting. As you can see up here, we have an epic triple pack. I've been really stoked for this because we see the return of Phoenix. We have Prominence Phoenix with a new anime character using him, and then we have an evolution of Dynamite into Dangerous, which is super surprising. And then, of course, now we have this recolor of Savior Valkyrie with the Perseus core. So this is awesome because this core was only available through a limited edition, which was very, very expensive. And of course, we get this power charger. Look at those combos. And on the back, tells you about the combos. We got the new driver, we got the overdrive system. So let's jump into this. And basically what I want to talk about are some of the combos. All right, guys, we're going to jump right into my WBBA 5G combos for competitive play. And I like, basically customizing and creating my own combinations. Now, basically, you can take a look and see how these come out of the box stock and what the combos are and how they perform. So again, I'm going to show you what I've been experimenting and testing with in the Beyblade Lab. So first of all, I want to say that this combiner for Perfect Dangerous is awesome. And I think it's really cool as someone who likes Transformers and Tobots. This is like the first Beyblade Transformer combiner, which is really, really cool because you need to get all these pieces from all the other different Beyblades and combine them, and I think that's awesome. Now, here's one thing that I've already done, and that is I've constructed this in a way that I think is the best so far, and that is keeping it in high mode permanently, because in order to use L gear, you need to do so. I've given it the Perseus core because this thing is all about extra weight. Weight, attack, power, and just bullying and bashing the other bays. Of course, I have the F gear on here too to give it a little bit of that under rubber attack, and those have to be assembled with the core. And then separately here, I definitely put S gear on fixed mode, and then on the Nexus attachment, and then I put it in low mode because what's really cool is that there are these plastic tabs here, and All Might has its own bound mode. So when you put it here, I'll show you guys. All right, this actually has a spring bound mode, as you can see. Really, really cool. So by being in fixed mode, this actually will attack. Basically how the Savior blade is supposed to with the Savior core, the Valkyrie core. So that's important. And then I keep it on low mode because it gives it the ability to make contact, whereas there's a little bit of a gap, as you can see here, just enough so that this layer strikes separately with the rubber, and then these blades, and then this strikes with a bound attack. If you put it in high mode, it's going to become too much of like a sandwich burger, basically. So these three are combined too much, and I guess it can be good. I mean, this will hit with like a thick wall, but that might be better for defense so far in my testing. And then this area here is kind of like a useless zone, and again, I prefer keeping it in low mode for that reason, because now this is its own striking and attack blade, as you can see here. So that's that. And what I quickly want to say about the V gear is make sure that when you put this on, you don't peel it and pry it off without first pressing the plastic white tab, which is right here. So you're going to press this down, and that's going to basically allow you to pop off. See that little tab right there? The V gear. Cool. And then it's easily to snap on because there's two metal tabs that go inside the spaces here. As you'll also see, there's basically a gap there and a gap there, and you just use those to plug in just in case you guys haven't got yours yet. Prominence Phoenix. Now this is a thick dude. I've been playing around with S gear on this as well. The stock combo comes with tapered and universe metal, but again, I don't recommend using metal drivers on any of the teeth that are plastic at this point. Again, hopefully, my prediction is Takara Tomy will give us some metal teeth cores or bays in the future, or some more maybe slopes like Bahamut. But anyways, for this one, I've been experimenting with just regular bearings since I have bearing dash on my other combo, and this actually is pretty tight. It doesn't burst very easily or at all. And I have Nexus on here because I was also testing this with the S gear like I explained earlier, where you can put the S gear here maybe in free spin mode now for defense, and it gives it that thick wall, and we'll go ahead and try that in another video, but I have it set up like this. Also, you get this incredible launcher. I've upgraded my launchers, as you can see here. You get the super longest string, you get another power core. You get it in this clear, but I've switched it with the Sabier, so now I have this really nice solid gold. And as you can see here, I have the thematic lion, yellow and red going on with some metal here, and the plastic and carabiner, and the trigger makes for an excellent grip. And here's some quick style points with the included, Sabier ring that's white, and I put this gold blue bell core in here, which looks really, really cool with the blue armor. So this is more for like fashion and style points for sure. All right, let's get into some battles, guys. Let's show the tried and true champion for sure. One of them is the Super Tank, which is Vanish here on Taper Drift. Basically, I also added the orange one, the orange copperish red one from the Bahamut or the Roar Chase, and I think this looks really fantastic. I like how all these colors blend perfectly. All right, here we go. We're gonna take this and we're gonna go against some dangerous. So launch from the outside, come in for that swoop attack. Let's see how this does. Draw. I'll take that for sure. Let's try one more. And again, as you can see, I like to launch this. As you learn to attack and battle on this stamina, the angle and which area that you launch makes a huge change to the game in terms of like which bay you're using against their bay, and hopefully you can kind of predict their launch so that way you can, match or counter it. Launch. I'll give this a fair launch in the center, even though I launched this first. I mean, it is a stamina and defense one. And let's get bay first. Nice. All right, so as you can see here, this is pretty much an even draw, and that's like the best you can ask for at this point. As I experiment more with perhaps even this doing a free spin, maybe this will get a little bit of a final spin against Vanish. But hey, getting at least a draw against Vanish is a win-win in my boat for sure, because it is very difficult to beat Vanish with right spin attack. All right, let's try Vanish against Phoenix. And again, this is on Nexus with Bearing. Give that a nice little drop in, and let's see how they battle go at it. Oh, that might actually go to Prominence Phoenix. I'm launching Prominence first since it is also a defense type. Then we get Vanish right next to it. Wow, I like the Prominence Phoenix, looks really great. All right, we'll take this Prominence and go up against, boom, dangerous. Whoa! Look at the power. Now, again, it is kind of easy to knock Bearing out, whether you have the dash or non-dash, and that's just because it's a little bit lighter and smoother at the bottom. The dash makes it so that way it's less prone to bursting, or it's harder to burst. And one more thing I want to mention is, of course, the armor comes off again, almost forgot, and basically you have the blue points there. So if you line up these two sharp points here with the blue, and you clip it on, that basically means that the armor can snap off. If you take these points and you line them up with these gaps here, then basically it locks into place and it's gonna stay on. So I like right now to keep it on the, I guess, snap off mode to see how it affects the battle. And that was a pretty explosive knockout for sure. With Perseus and the complete, wow, we're looking at 89.56. We're just shy of 90 grams. So basically with the overdrive, when you launch overdrive bays, hard, fast, and aggressive, it activates a special attack. In this case, the tip will recede in, or it'll basically retract, and then the bay will be, as you can see in the previous battle against Phoenix, it's going to be a lot more mobile and go for more aggressive movement and attacks in hopes to, like you see, knock out or burst the opposing bay, which is very important against defense bays for sure. And I would say that maybe against other attack bays, you might want to launch this normally, so that way it kind of has a little bit more of a center grounding and isn't going to get itself knocked out, right? But that's cool. We're going to see what else comes out with the overdrive systems, like with the new Rashad or the Raphael Bay. That's going to be really cool. I like that Prominence is back, playing around with the armor here. I think we're going to see better driver combinations. And again, hopefully Takara Tomy brings out some more forged discs. This set also includes Giga, which is very hard to get. So another reason why this is such an incredible set to get. And, you know, it doesn't hurt having another Savior, though at this point, Savior definitely needs a really, really good driver and forged disc. I think it's a great attack bay for sure when it's awakened. My original blue one is, but it still kind of struggles against Vanish, and, you know, it doesn't really have the bursting or knockout capability that like 8 Dragons has, or even this, the weight and the power of the perfect dangerous combo, guys. All right, well, let me know in the comments what you think. I definitely have a lot more battles coming along. Dynamite is finally heating up, and again, I just want to see more forged discs and frames. Come on, Takara Tomy. All right, thanks so much for hanging out. Don't forget, say your prayers, keep your faith, stay thankful, be positive, spread that love, guys. Like and subscribe. Helps keep everything going for show. And we'll be coming back at you. Peace.